What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're back in the shop working on the Kodiak. Since the day we bought this truck, this fuel tank, when we fill it up to a certain level, it actually leaks. So in this video, we are going to be installing this used factory OEM Kodiak tank that a fellow member in the Kodiak Dynasty group sold to me. I really appreciate it. It's in great shape. I'm not sure the exact size. There is a part number on it, but when you look that up, a bunch of different sizes come up. We're going to fill it up once it's installed and see how big it is. Something I wanted to show you guys before we get started on that project is this tire carrier that I made. It plugs into the hitch over there and has 4 tie down points on each corner for 2 straps to go over and keep it secure. And then there's this Y strap that goes back to the bed back there, and it attaches into this end of the hitch receiver, and it pulls up on this end so that we don't have to worry about it bouncing around when we're driving down the road. So this is something that we'll use on trips like the one we have coming up, where we're traveling out of state and we're not towing a trailer and we want to be able to bring our spare. This is about 200 pounds, so it needs to be easily accessible for it to be removed and installed. So I'm going to get this torn down first because we need to get this back plate off of the bed so we can get to some of the bolts on the tank. So the Y strap would be the first one to come off. Then these 2 straps. And you pretty much have access to the spare. And then the spare can just slide, set right down, and be moved out of the way. And I need to paint it before it goes back in, but it's basically just a 2.5 inch square tubing for a hitch receiver extension. I sleeved it all the way up with 1/4 inch tubing, pretty heavy duty. Then this is 3/16 3-inch tubing for the framing. And then we have some angle iron underneath to give it some rigidity. We have a hitch skid and a D-ring so we can pull up on the end so it's not bouncing around. This is most stuff I had laying around, so I think I'm like under $100 and a few hours of my time. So that's a win in my book. I can step right into here, pull this pin, grab on either side, slide it right out, and take it away. And if I wasn't filming and moving the camera around and stuff, I bet under a minute I could get that whole thing completely removed. All right, there is an electrical connection you have to unplug. There's a 13mm ground strap you're gonna have to unplug, and then there's these 2 fuel lines with a flathead. Those 2 fuel lines are different sizes, so you don't really have to remember which one goes where. But I wanted to really quickly talk about this knob sight light that I'm using. It is super cool. It's got this cover. It's got 2 different shades. You can change it here to more of a yellowish orange. I prefer the white, but what's really cool is it's magnetic, so it can stick anywhere. This cover comes off if you want it even brighter. Really modular, really cool. I've actually been using it a lot. Rechargeable, which is really nice as well. Does also have a tripod, so you could set it on the ground. If you guys are interested in any of their products, I love the pod lights that I have on the front of the Kodiak. Go to knobsight.com, check out their stuff. Use code Jensen Adventures to get 10% off your order. All right, it's gonna be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but you can see a little bit of surface rust right here, but there's going to be 2 3/4 inch socket bolts right there and 2 on the other side, and then there's going to be 2 on each side for the straps. I got to get these 2 off, but you can see there's some surface rust there, and somewhere up there it leaks when it's like 3/4 of the way full. So we're going to drop this one out and toss that other one in. All right, so we got the old tank out. We're gonna go ahead and get this one in. For those of you looking for potential part number, it is right there. I wanna say this is probably gonna be like a 44 or a 52 or something, but we will figure that out once we get it in there. You can see here at the gas station, took 30 gallons, so we put about almost 10 in, must have put 10 in, so looks like it's a 40-gallon tank, which is cool. It's big enough. You know, the price I paid for a 40-gallon that's not leaking, in great condition, I can't really complain. So shakedown run with the tire carrier went good. So we're gonna go home and finish getting ready, and we're heading to Malibu in a couple days. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for being here and following along. We really appreciate it. Drop your thoughts and comments down below. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll see you on the next video. Later, guys.